is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello everyone! Hi, how are you? Ayan, palakpakan na. Yeah, welcome again to another episode of Buhay Bahayan. My name is Francis, and my co-host we have on the other line, Miss Mia Casino. Welcome.
Hi everyone! Welcome to Buhay Bahayan at Iba Pa.
At Iba Pa, where we talk about Vegas, living in Vegas, business, real estate, finance, and lifestyle. And at Iba Pa, of course, we have mga pakulo, right? That's the at Iba Pa for. How you been doing, Mia? Why Zoom?
Oh, good. Been good.
Ay, very good, very good. So, anong title natin today?
Our title for today is Suns Up, Power Bill Down.
Suns
Diba?
Up.
Everybody has been complaining about the scorching heat, but the sun has a lot of benefits.
I know, ang init, no? Mga 120 degrees. Parang Philippines na tayo.
I know, right?
Philippines,
But the sun has tremendous benefits, which we're going to talk about.
Hindi lang negative, no? May positive siya.
Correct.
All right, interesting topic today. So, let me introduce our guests. We have two special guests today. Our first guest is a realtor, and he's an entrepreneur and solar advisor with Legacy Power. I would like to introduce to you Mr. Mike Malabanan. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello.
Say
Good
hi.
afternoon.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi. How's everybody?
Hello,
All right,
Mike.
cool. All right, and our second guest is a solar advisor as well and an entrepreneur, Ms. Marfe Marohom Salik. Tama?
Yes, that's correct.
Marfe, hi, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
All
I'm doing
right.
great. Thank you.
Cool. So anong pag-usapan natin today, Mia? You are on the spot. Since you created
I've
the
always
title.
been asked as a realtor about solar, and it's always a hard question. It's always a hard question to answer because for myself, I don't know much, to be honest with you, with the solar system, with solar power, diba? So it's nice. This episode is really nice because we can answer a lot of our viewers and listeners' questions.
Oo nga, tama. Especially with real estate, a lot of people, moving into homes, whether brand new or resale, and will it be required in the future? Just like California, the new homes, they require almost every home now to have solar already. Like they're requiring that. So your first question let's address it to Mr. Mike. Ikaw, Mia.
Ako, with all the rates going up and with this solar power solar system, what's a significant decrease in bill when it comes to energy when you switch to solar?
Yeah, I think before that, merong program sila na it's called a PPA program. What is that about, Mr. Mike?
PPA. It's basically a system where you allow us to put the system on your house. There's no actual cost of the system, the maintenance, the service. Basically, you're just paying for production. To keep it simple, it's we're putting a power plant on your roof in which you buy the electricity off your roof instead of NV Energy.
Wow. Oh, so
Buy the energy. Can
sorry?
you explain that?
Explain the system?
No, your last sentence
About it's basically
about buying
putting,
the energy. Yeah.
right. So we put a power plant on your roof, and you buy the electricity at a discounted rate.
Okay. So how much percentage?
It depends.
Is
There's
that like an average? Only,
There's,
like a
I would say
ballpark?
average would be 20-30%. It
Oh,
varies
okay.
depending on roof space,
Roof
shading.
space.
There's a lot of factors involved with it.
that's
It depends
good.
on how many solar panels.
Correct.
you
Yeah.
install. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna direct the question to Marfe. Marfe, if I heard Mike correctly, parang ano to, free ang install or free ang solar mismo. How does it work? The PPA program. What does PPA mean first, and then explain kung bakit nagiging free siya, or is it truly free?
Okay, so the PPA is like it's a power purchase agreement.
Power purchase
It's an agreement between the energy provider and the homeowner. So when it says free, okay, there's like sometimes like a misconception, but with my own understanding, anything that you are not paying is considered free. So since the PPA program is the company is going to put the system on your roof, and for the finances, they will be responsible for the financial aspect. So they're going to pay for the system, they're going to pay for the installation, they're
So
going to
libre yun
pay
lahat.
for, yeah, the homeowner is not going to pay anything out of pocket. The only thing that they're going to pay is the energy that is being produced by their system. So like for me, I will call like, okay, I have a free connection from the system that was installed by the company or Legacy Power, and then I'm just buying it, like I'm buying my energy from their system.
Oh, parang alternative source siya. Like you can have Nevada Power or Legacy Power, or is it both? Anyone wants to answer that? Like, or you have to have both?
Well, technically, your connection with NV Energy will for a lifetime. We are going to pay the service charge, or the basic service fee, which is we cannot control over that. So that's controlled by NV Energy. The only thing that we can control is the kilowatt, the rate per kilowatt that is being like charged to you by the solar. So, and if you install solar, it's a lock-in rate, so they cannot just change it. So you have like what will be your bill for the next 25 years.
Oh, so basically, if I understand it correctly, depende kung ilang solar panels ang i-install nila at your house, and then the power it produces, basically based on your consumption, that's what you pay for. If that's correct, right? So
And it's
may
fixed.
may babayaran ka pa rin, fixed throughout. I'm not so sure, depending on the contract, but it's fixed for that amount of time. I guess there are caveats as to maybe inflation rates or whatever. It could increase or decrease over time, but it's not fluctuating. Not like diba? NV Energy, when it comes to the summer times, grabe ang AC natin, diba? I've heard bills that could go up to $1,000. It's like even more than $1,000. So, like for example, you cited an example like how much savings, right? So what is the average bill? Let's say on an average household, let's just say, what is it for right now? Like $400 or $500
For
on average?
summer, yeah.
Right, $400 or $500. So if it's 20-30%, so which means that it's like 200. If it's 30%, that's like 250 or 150 $150 less, right? Is that correct?
Rough figures, yeah.
Roughly, yeah. So
And who do you pay it? Who do we pay? Nevada Power or Legacy Power as a consumer?
The finance company that you apply with.
Also, you still have to get a loan?
No, actually, this there's no loan involved. Basically, your credit score, that's what they go off of. You have to have at least a 650, but there's no loan. It's only a soft credit pull.
Cool.
And that's a big benefit, because especially for some people that are investing, have big purchases in the future, it will affect your DTI if you have a big loan on your credit, right?
So, Mike, let me ask you, you're a realtor. So, when the property is sold, does it transfer over to the buyer?
It
the
does.
New buyer?
It's
okay. What if the buyer doesn't qualify in terms of the credit score?
Well, you figure they just qualified and bought a house, so most likely
But
they should qualify
how much
for it.
is
650.
650.
Yeah,
Yes.
650 FICO score is what you.
But it's not affected by the debt to income ratio?
No, it's not. And they can actually get a co-signer if
see.
their credit is, borderline or a little bit below 650.
Right. I see. But where does it qualify? When you're selling the house, the solar is either leased or bought. So where is it? Where does it fall?
I see it as a realtor. I see it as an advantage that it's a PPA on the house because it's a simple transfer. Like for me, if I'm going to list a home, it has a PPA on there. I would just list the house as solar, and the buyer would just have it transferred to their name. With the purchase, a little bit of a different scenario because
Right.
Sometimes there's a big loan that's left on loan balance, so that
Correct.
could be a problem if the seller doesn't want to pay that off. Sometimes they want the buyer to pay it off, and that's sometimes an issue.
Okay, very good, very good. I saw an ad. I'm gonna have Kuya Yo post it. It's your ad actually on Facebook. Is that okay if we share it to our viewers?
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. So Marfi, I just have a few questions so that our viewers can be a little bit educated about that. So we do have. It says switch to solar with a PPA contract, which is the purchase power agreement, right? And so basically, Marfa is talking about there's no income requirement, no loans needed. So basically, it's not a lien on the house. It's no impact on your credit as well. So which means it's a soft hit, right? So hindi siya pinupul, and then your credit score is gonna drop. So and then it says zero out of pocket, and then even the service and the monitoring and ano pa yung isa, monitoring and maintenance
Repair
is
and
all for
maintenance.
free. So I mean, it's still like people are gonna ask like what really is the catch? Like how is the company making money? I guess that's the biggest question there,
Right.
because it's free solar equipment for a certain contract. So I want Marfi to talk about that. I think Kuya Yo will post the that ad that you have on there about the features of your solar. So go ahead.
Parang too good to be true.
Oo nga.
Diba?
So when you
Yeah.
get clients like that, like I know you're a solar advisor and you come across clients every time. Like, what's the catch, man? Come on. Tell me what the catch is. Like, how does your company make money?
Okay. So as just like what Mike said, there will be no loans for this. So there, no requirement. I mean, there's no requirement for there's no income requirement because you're not paying a loan. So anyone who has a credit score, as long as you're great credit score, at least 650 above, and you're a homeowner and you would like to save from your energy, you can qualify for the program for the PPA. So when I say like no, that's why no impact with your DTI because you're not filing a loan. So just like you are when you have like you purchase a house, the NV Energy will give you a connection. They're going to still like pull your credit soft pull to identify if you need to put down payment or no. But for the what else was that? No income requirement, no effect on your
out-of-pocket.
DTI.
Yeah.
No out of pocket. So no out of pocket because all the costs will be shouldered by the company or by the finance company. And for the repair and maintenance will be also shouldered by the company since the PPA, the system is not yours. So the system is not yours, and the contract is you are going to pay only for the production that the system has produced, and it is based on the contract. So if your production will go below the contract, the company will give you we're going to give you back your prorate for the losses of the production that they're missing, and no company would like to do that. So with that being said, repair and maintenance, the company will do their best to maintain and produce the promised production for their system. So no repair and maintenance is free, because as I've said, that is not your system. That is the system of the company.
The company, so you're never gonna own it. Yeah.
No. So
Lease
just like you are right now, you are like connected with NV Energy. So NV Energy is giving you you're purchasing the system, your consumption from NV Energy. So you're just buying that one. So like with the PPA solar program, it's exactly the same scenario. You're just paying for the production of the system. So you're not going to pay for the system. You're not paying for the NV Energy company. You're not paying for the system. You're paying only for the production of your system, nothing else.
Yeah, so the power it produces, meron silang rate dyan. The company, right, has a rate for the power it produces. So, and then that's why they determined, Mia, the dollar amount. So let's say maybe 200, 250 if, your roof space will produce, a certain kilowatt, sa area ng roof mo. And then if it produces that, then that's what they will pay. So you cannot put too much kasi mamamahal din yung monthly mo, right? But you cannot put too less because it's not gonna cover also like what your consumption is sa bahay. Can you explain that, Mike?
Well, the big problem with a lot of the companies that are just trying to make a quick sale is they undersize the system. What happens when you undersize the system is it doesn't cover your production. Your consumption. So you end up with two bills. So a lot of people, that's why they feel solar is a scam, because everything sounds great. They sign, and then in the summer it's like they have their solar bill, and on top of that, what's this big NV Energy bill? And they end up paying more.
Correct.
So the most important thing when you're doing solar is the sizing of the system.
So this fixed rate, Mike, is this across the board? Like it's a fixed rate from January to December?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a fixed rate.
So it doesn't matter if it's
So the
peak
main-
season.
Yeah, so the main goal for us is to size the system to cover the usage throughout the year and keep the bill the same monthly.
Okay.
Very good. And then Mia also asked if it was a good question, Mia, kung lease, like what's the difference between the purchase, lease, and then I know because I've had clients before. I'm a loan officer, right? So I've had clients before they signed a purchase or a lease, and then they ended up not qualifying for the house because
Right.
it's built into their debt to income ratio.
Debt to
So hindi na tuloy sila mag-qualify. Then they would have to say, you know what, I'll say no to the solar because there's no way we could qualify.
Right.
Maybe
They
we'll just
couldn't
do it
qualify.
after they build the house. What are the main differences for our viewers? Like if they should choose PPA between PPA, lease. I guess you can explain what the differences are on each one.
I'll let Marfi explain
Marfi?
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mike is my boss, so.
Okay. Nagtutulakan sila, oh.
No, okay. Okay, so PPA lease and purchase. PPA lease and purchase. So, for the purchase, you have to get a loan for that, and of course, that will require an income. So that depends on how much is your income.
So there's an option to purchase also.
Yes.
Yes, but that is
okay.
it will show in your DTI report, but because you owe them.
Purchase.
So,
Right.
and of course,
It's also a lien, right?
exactly.
Oh, on the house.
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
Lien.
Yes.
So it'll show sa preliminary title, may lien siya. Sa preliminary title.
It will,
report.
yeah. I think it
Yeah.
will, yeah, because when you
it's a
sell,
lien.
diba? I mean, on your experience, Mia, kapag magbebenta ka ng bahay na may lien sa solar, right? They either have to either
Right.
pay it off or the buyer has to assume
Assume it.
the loan or has
Yeah.
to qualify for the loan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just like as like my based on like my experience. Okay, so when you purchase a house, you need to like don't make any large purchases. Otherwise, you will be disqualified to
Yeah.
purchase a house.
Yeah.
So you purchase a house, and as soon as you get close, you sign and everything. Then boom, you can apply for
yeah,
a car,
after. Yeah,
furnitures,
yeah.
or whatever after, right? But right now, for this, right now, because of the interest rate. So for loan is for me is not an option for it now, because if you are
Mataas ang
going,
rates.
yes, if I would like suggest, if you would like to purchase a solar panels, I would suggest you do it cash. And that's
More beneficial.
yes, because you will get the credit, the
Tax credit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then that could help you like pay the cost.
The cost, yeah.
But if
yeah.
you are going to purchase it with a loan, the tax credit that you're getting is actually you're just paying the interest of your loan.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
it's not for your pocket.
Yeah. And how about for the lease?
For the lease and PPA is almost the same, but
Right.
lease is you'll be like locked with the agreement. You cannot get off from the agreement. So if you
How
have
many
25
years is the agreement?
25 years.
Sorry.
For the lease?
25.
Yes, then you cannot go out from the agreement lease. But
Right.
with the PPA, no pull, no hard pull, no loans, no expenses, and after 5 years, you have the option,
Right.
but it's not mandatory that you can purchase the system. And
What
thereafter,
happens if you don't purchase it? What
Then-
happens after 5 years?
you just continue
Another
your
5 years.
you just continue your agreement.
I
You
think
have
25
the 25
years,
years,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, 25 years siya,
Okay,
maintenance free, Mia, and then
25.
warranty also on her ad. It's a 25-year warranty, 25-year maintenance. So it's
After
absolutely
25.
no cost. So ang lease, I believe you're stuck with that. Like you cannot, if you sell the house, it's like a purchase also that you have to transfer the lease to somebody else.
They have to get the lease
Or
no matter
parang-
what. They
parang-
cannot purchase it.
Oo. So parang apartment na when you rent there and then you terminate your lease, you have to pay penalty.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
wow, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, we have all the advantages of the
PPA program.
PPA program. So
Right.
still,
Parang no-brainer.
it's
Why would you even buy if
yeah,
there's this
and even
PPA
lease,
program?
and you have the flexibility. You have the flexibility na pwede mong i-transfer. Like when you move into another house, you can actually transfer or get new ones if your buyer will want to proceed with the PPA program. Continue lang siya, no, yung PPA.
Yes.
So it has more flexibility actually, and then plus it's maintenance free, and people are still always gonna ask you like, what's the catch? How's the company
Yeah.
making money? It's like it's just basically wholesale, no, diba? So basically, if you're buying 10 pieces of candy compared to 100 pieces, your 100 pieces will equate to a cheaper amount on the per piece, right? So instead of buying just the 10, it will retail to a higher amount. But in terms of energy, that's I think that's where that's how I understand it, is that the energy is it lower compared to the NV energy? How low is it?
It is. If you think about it, does NV Energy produce? Do they make their own power? They don't. They buy it and then they sell it full retail. So when you have a solar on your house, you're getting it at a discounted rate, which is not full retail. So it's just numbers.
For example, like 22, magkano yung how much is NV Energy?
Like for example, if you're paying full retail at 19, 21 cents a kilowatt, and then now we're setting it at a discounted rate, could be 13, 14, 15 cents, depends. That's set for 25 years. That's a big savings.
So basically, Mia, it's just you're getting a cheaper rate. So it's like an alternative power source, right? Na parang NV Energy ka, but I'll just do it solar, but it's cheaper, like maybe 7 to 8 kilowatt hour compared to your NV Energy. So the way I see it is that it's an alternative to just keeping NV Energy there forever, right? Yung ano, and then it's free. It's free. The power is, it's just like NV Energy came in there and charged you what, install, and they have all the other fees to install power in there, but it didn't cost you anything. They just provided the power to your outlets in the household.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of other fees when you look at your NV Energy. Some people don't really look at it, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of other fees.
Yeah, that's true.
They add up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and anything else, Mia, that you wanna ask these guys from Legacy Power?
Yes, I just have a question. I'm just curious. This PPA program, why did this come about? Is it to push people to go solar?
Anyone want to answer that? I believe it was discontinued, and then it came back because I myself applied for it was grandfathered by I think Tesla or Sunrun. It was an older contract that we had before, and it's still there, but I don't know if they do any maintenance or anything. And it was cut off, and then it came back, and then
Okay.
yeah, I think PPA it was just recent, right? The PPA program is very recent.
As far as I know, yeah, PPA is like recent. It started with for the solar business. The first thing I guess was it is a lease program. Then purchase came up, and then the PPA. So when answering the question of Mia, yes, it's like a program because as far as I know, based on like an article that I read in 2025 by next year, we will be required to as homeowners or the energy users that you have to produce at least 25% for your own own energy. And just to add an information too, if for the people the people that doesn't have it is not still switching to solar, actually right now you are already paying for the solar. If you're going to look at your power bill, it says the renewable energy fee. You are paying for the solar, but you are not the user of the solar. Why is it? Because of the net metering program of the NV Energy, any energy that is overproduced by the solar users the NV Energy is purchasing it back from the solar users. So the renewable energy fee that you're paying, you're subsidizing the fees that being given by the NV Energy to the solar owners.
That's actually good info right there. It's good to know. Parang bangko siya.
Thank you.
Now you get credits from producing your own solar. You're giving it back to NV Energy. Is that how it works?
Yes, any overproduction of your system, especially right now, the sun is burning, and any
500 degrees.
any overproduction that you send it back to the grid, and then the energy is purchasing it back to you. And that is their goal. That is what we call the net metering program of the NV Energy.
Wow. So all our NV Energy customers out there, look into and ask these experts here about getting into the PPA program. Any last words, any plugs of you guys? Thank you for coming. Really, we still have one more section that you cannot escape, okay? So I hope you brought your baons. Anything else? You want to say hi to your mom, Mike? Or?
Hi, Mom and Dad. They're in the Philippines right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
And how about Marfe?
Well, okay,
Si Marfe, Bisaya daw ito si Marfe.
Yeah,
Taga Davao.
Bisaya, taga Davao, kasi Bisaya, kabalo ko magbinisaya, may nilungkot ta kung namoy pangutana sa kuha about sa solar, feel free to contact me. And hello sa akong mga pariente o sa akong inahan sa Pilipinas. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Nananawagan siya.
Ilocano naman, Ilocano.
Nananawagan siya. She's a lost child daw.
Ilocana naman, Mark Pay.
Naimbag nga rabi kanyayo.
Oh.
Ano daw?
Sige,
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Si Mia. Anong language mo, Mia? English lang ba?
Nina.
Ikaw?
Ni Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Tsaka Spanish.
Nax. Alam mo, kumusta lang?
O
Okay.
hindi, nakakaintindi ako. Nakakaintindi rin akong Bisaya, just can't speak it.
Very good. All right, let's wrap it up. And for our last but not the least segment, it's joke time. All right. And the first one will be sa clockwise ba? Oh, then si Marfy ang unahin natin. Marfy,
Okay.
you're up on stage. You have the stage.
Meron lang akong tanong.
Ano?
Paano kaya nila nalaman na Ilonggo ko, no? Siguro sa pananamit ko?
Yun na yun.
Yun na yun.
That's the joke.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Parang hindi ko na-gets yun.
Ano ba yung pagsalita niya?
Hindi. Yung ba yung salita ko? Salita ko. So,
sa
paano mo nalaman na Ilonggo ko?
Ang hina naman.
Ilonggo?
Ang hina naman ang brain ko. Ang hina
Ano
naman
ba,
ang
di ba
brain ko.
nag-iilonggo ka?
Very
Kaya
slow
nga.
ang brain ko. Very slow ang brain ko. Gailonggo ka. Gailonggo man ako din. Gid. Gailonggo gid ako. Okay, next up on stage, Mr. Mike Malabanan. Your joke, sir.
Okay. What did the statue say to the other statue?
Huh? What did the statue?
Statue?
Is that true?
Yun ba yun?
That's the answer?
Kala ko iba yung joke mo kanina. Okay, Mia. It's Mia's turn.
Ako related sa business lang. Why are solar panels always optimistic?
Because
What?
they're free.
They're what?
They're free to choose. Huh? Oh.
No, because they keep their sunny side up. Ako naman kayo para sa inyo.
I did.
Okay, my turn. Ano ba yung Tagalog sa similarity ba? I don't know how to translate. Magkakapareho. Paano magkakapareho ang utot and ang tula? Utot is fart and then tula, right? Paano magkakapareho ang utot at ang tula?
Paano?
Kailangan ka tumayo para malakas.
Naks, hindi. Silang dalawa galing sa poet. sa mga poet, di ba? Ayan, tula, poet, and then yung isa poet. Okay. Alright. Thank you guys for watching our Buhay Bahayan episode. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on the PHLV radio app every Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time to get our podcast on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. Thank you. Till next time. Hope you had fun. Alright. Stay cool. Thank you guys. Salamat sa inyo.
Mike and Marty.
Alright. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you.
Here's another Facebook Live event from PHLV Radio.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.